Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. I'm your host, Naomi, the Brickanista, and we're here live on YouTube, and I'm in my green screen room today because today is Thursday, and Thursday is reserved for Thrifty Thursday, where I work on a set that's $19.99 or less. And thank you for the subscription, Anthony Neitzel. Appreciate you being here. And thank you, Glenn, for also being here as well. And just wanted to do a sound check. I think the sound is okay. Just looking at the desktop audio. Hopefully it's not too loud. So anyway, very excited because I didn't realize this. I was looking at my statistics on my stream. And guess who is following me? Zach from Zach and Wayne of Lego Masters Season 2. So I reached out to them, sent them an email to see if they could be a special guest next week, or maybe in the future. But anyway, I was just shocked because I was looking at my stats and he's got 11,000 subscribers and he's following me. He started following me a couple weeks ago. I was like, wow, that is so cool. Sounds okay? Okay, cool. Thank you. Zach knows? Okay, I guess he knows. Well, you know what's kind of cool is I was watching the episode yesterday, and you know how I really want Zach and Wayne to win, but you know, because it's a network thing, it may be, you know, Mark and Steven because it's light and dark. So who knows? Who knows? But it would be super cool if they take me up on my invitation and come on the show sometime. So fingers crossed. If not next Wednesday, then maybe some other time in the future. So I was thrilled about that. The other thing I did, and I will announce this next week too, is I did look up what a keep is. And I was right. I was absolutely right. It's in the middle of the castle fortress. And that's where essentially the noble people would stay. A lot of the jewels were stored there. It was the stronghold of the castle. The last thing to fall is the keep, supposedly. Unless you had people infiltrating through sewer systems or what have you. But anyway, so yeah, I was right yesterday talking about the keep. And I think when we looked at Caleb and Jacob's build, they had a yellow structure in the middle and then the reddish structure around. So that was really good. So if you just look it up, Stone Keep, it's a type of castle structure. And there you go. So you learned something new on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. It was a lot of fun yesterday. I think with Yano, I'm going to really miss these episodes because they're just so much fun. And next Wednesday, we will be doing a recap of the season finale, and we'll be dressed up for that. And if anybody wants to join us and, you know, regale us with whatever they're wearing, we will look to add you onto the stream. So yeah, and right now I'm just checking to make sure that I am live. I should be. It looks like I am live, but I'm going to have this second device on just to make sure that I have all the chat going, because I know I've been remiss in making sure the chat is functioning properly, so I'm just going to make sure that's all in order. Okay, good. We got chat there, we got chat here, we've got a down camera, and the down camera today, we are going to be working on the Friends Heartlake City Hair Salon, which, if you remember, when we were having our conversation with Debo, it feels live. It is live. We're live right now. When we were having our conversation with Debo, he was thinking about picking this set for the next Rebrick challenge. But because the color palette isn't something he normally uses, he was trying to do a few things, and it didn't come together as well as he had hoped. So we decided we were going to wait on our next Rebrick challenge. But what is cool is right now, Aubrey Kovach and I think another streamer, Brick Snaps, I think, is having Friendship Timber happening this week or this month. So I'm hoping, as you know, every time I get a set, I re-brick it into a ship. So live-ish. Hello, Cowboy Kenobi. How are you? Welcome to the stream. So, you know, I always do a rebrick of a ship from every single rebrick this challenge. So my thought is, if I take this set, we're going to just build it tonight because it's got 234 pieces, so I think it's going to take a little bit. But we're going to build this set, and I'm thinking about rebricking this for Aubrey's challenge. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so you missed the episode yesterday, Cowboy Kenobi. It was hilarious. And I will say that if you can imagine me wearing a t-shirt with gloves, a shawl, and a flower headdress, that's what I was wearing. And Yano had half her face painted like a droid to match the face prints that she's been doing all season. So it didn't really make sense for this particular episode since it was a medieval episode, but she's been wanting to do this for a long time, so it worked out fine. But yeah, so I'm super excited because we're coming down to the wire, really, to the very last episode. And I will say that the episode last night, or 2 nights ago, was probably my favorite of the whole season. This set has been out for a while, right? I think I bought it from my daughter ages ago. Yeah, actually, I got this for sale. So it's normally $19.99. There's only 1 or 2 Target stores in the Seattle area who has it left. And I got this discounted for $15.99. So yeah, here, let me transition over. So you saw the replay? Oh, good. I think the other thing that was funny in the replay was the debate between a wyvern and a dragon. And I looked that up too. So a wyvern is similar to a dragon. In fact, there are some people who say it is a dragon. However, it only has 2 legs instead of 4 legs, and it will not breathe or expel fire. So that's another difference. So dragons are fire-breathing, wyverns are not. Dragons have 4 legs, wyverns only have 2 legs. Some people say wyverns are a subcategory of dragons, but anyway, so there was a little bit of a debate going on. And I think Joel said something like, the wyvern is the fake Louis Vuitton bag. So I think we're gonna have to play on that a little bit. So here's the set, and it has quite a few pieces. It's got 235 pieces in here, and this has been out for a while, you're right. And I think the other thing that's interesting about this set, and a lot of the Friends sets, they come with usually a couple characters. Usually most of the sets come with 2. And for this case, we have Emma here on the right, and this other character, Nina. And I don't know the series very well, so I'm not sure about how that went. But yeah, so, and I was looking at the packaging too. This packaging, and I don't know if Friends sets do this all the time, but if you take a look on the sides, it's got this like oval curve thing going on. So I'm not sure what that's all about. Why they didn't just make it into a rectangular box, but they have this curved thing. Maybe there's some pieces in here that in order to fit in the box they had to do something like that. I don't know. The other thing too is this has no push tabs, so this is all the tape that's on this box. So yeah, so we're gonna crack this open. You don't discuss religion, politics, or dragon classes. Okay. Classifications. Well, if you watched the replay, you probably know that there was this little discussion about wyverns, and then Debo even mentioned that apparently dragons were an interpretation of pigs, of flying pigs, which is crazy. I had no idea about that. But so here's this set, and I will say, just out of the gate, this manual is huge. I mean, usually a lot of the Friends sets don't have a manual that is this big. So I'm kind of surprised by that. It's a fairly substantial one. And we have, it looks like 2 bags. And we have shiny stickers. Because it's a hair salon, you know that mirror is going to be useful. Now, in my case, I'm not going to be putting on the stickers. Sorry about that. I had like a bug on my hand. I'm not going to be putting the stickers on. Oh, and speak of the devil, Joel, have studs will travel. This is the second incarnation of the beauty salon. Oh, is that right? Well, I just think it's interesting that they're using this mirror because remember when we had the House of Mirrors? I was looking for a reflective type of sticker material, and this is amazing. So I'm going to save these for something else. Maybe there's another mock that I may do in the future. But welcome to the stream. That weird box shape has been around since the beginning of Friends. Pretty sure it's just marketing. Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you, Glenn. Yeah, and if you remember, if you watched the episode, Cornado, you probably heard Joel talking about, with Yano, about art therapy. Because Yano's mother is actually an art therapist. And he said that probably, or she said that probably explains a lot. And Joel was saying, how's that therapy that I've got all these sets at home? You just remember that scissors build from the way back. Yeah, you're talking about this scissor, right? Yeah. And I do like this. I mean, one thing that I've been thinking about, and I mentioned this a long time ago, when we were building my coffee shop, I was thinking about putting a hair salon over the coffee shop. So another thing I'm thinking about is maybe this could evolve into another module in my city. And, you know, I've been watching since Cornado, since you're here, your city has just been amazing, just watching it grow. And my city has just kind of been in the background. I haven't really spent as much time on it. And I've been thinking, you know, I have been working on the ramen shop, which I really love. The ramen shop and the dojo on top. And then I'm going to look at putting billboards on top of the dojo, but I've got to find the right stickers for that. So I'm thinking about doing that. But yeah, so this set I think has a lot of potential, but we'll see. All right, so just looking at the photo, I'm just looking at, let me zoom in on these. So here are the minifigs, and I haven't even cracked open the box, but this looks cool. And this goes back to Lavender Lug. It is the light lavender hair for the Nina character. So I don't know if there's other characters that have that, but I thought just, like I said, out of the gate, really nice. And then it looks like the Nina character is nice because it also has this darker skin tone too. This nougat, dark nougat color. Now, you have to forgive me because I don't work with Friends very often. There we go. So it's, yeah. So the fact that she has lavender hair, light lavender hair, that is an amazing hairpiece. And I'm sure that since Debo has this set, he was probably very excited to see that too. But yeah, and the other reason why I like this set is it's got faucets. And I needed another faucet for my bunker. Because as you know, I'm also doing a bunker challenge right now. No, I would never go to a coffee shop under a hair salon. All that hair will find into your coffee and pastries. Okay, we will not put a hair salon on the second floor. We will have to build something else. Okay, you convinced me. Oh, here's another really cool hairpiece. It looks like this, like B-52's beehive kind of bouffant kind of thing. We got some like a teal or azure hairbrush. Yeah, so I'm looking for the head. There we go. Here's the head. And I think of all the Friends sets that I've opened and built, I think I have more Mias than anything else. And for some reason, these heads are not fitting on snugly. There we go. Now, I got to see, does she have the, she has actually the wavy hair. So we get a couple of different hair pieces in this because it's a hair salon. So there's the Mia character. She's got the wavy hair. And then it looks like we have this hair piece as well as this hair piece for, I think, wigs. You usually get there at opening, so you won't miss anything if you want to meet up real quick. Oh, okay. So you two still have not met up, or are you talking about getting to the coffee shop when it opens? I don't know what you're referencing, because I know the two of you have tried to meet in person in real life. So that should be fun. I am going to make my best attempt. And I think, if I remember right, the second week of the month is when Baylug meetings happen. So my hope is I may be able to get down there in time for the October Baylug meeting. Look at all of this magenta. This is nice. Really, really cool colors. Okay, so you got the two minifigs, and you've got a couple cool hair pieces here. The car accident set you back. You got into a car accident? Wait a minute. What did I miss? U.S. Open tennis finals this weekend, beginning at 1 in the afternoon on both days. Okay, so you're gonna miss my Brickanista on the Move episode this week, because this week I am meeting with Allie Perry on Bainbridge Island. So you probably remember I went to visit my friend Ferg on Bainbridge Island. Well, my friend Allie also meets there, or lives there, and she is big into cosplay. So we're going to talk about cosplay. So I'm sorry about your accident, Cowboy Cornado. I don't know if that was recent or if that was a while ago, but I'm sorry to hear that. We're glad you're back. Your Baylug meeting is September 18th, and October is going to be virtual. Oh, okay. Well, that's a bummer. So this is interesting. So I'm opening the brochure, and I did not know about this. Apparently there is a QR code with a little video of Emma. So you could, I guess, interact with this with the QR code. Okay, so they're telling us to open bag 1. And this is another interesting thing about Friends sets versus other sets, is you see how they have almost like a watermark drawing in the back, and that's what we're going to be building. And then, of course, they have the minifigs actually waving to each other, or the mini dolls waving to each other. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and start in on this. Okay, well, I guess I won't be able to make a Baylug meeting in person. But I do need to visit a client in California in Sebastopol. So maybe we can get a small Tricky Lug meetup. Because I do want to meet with Yano while I'm in town, with Flynn and Richard, with Cornado, with Joel. It would be great to see all of you. But I'll have to talk to Yano and Tricky Bricks to see if they want to do that, first of all. Brickanista's coming to town. Let's go somewhere. Let's say we're not here. So this is cute. This is one of the little basins. And I just realized I had some bricks right on the edge. So we're going to move these in a little bit. They'll be better in the frame anyway. So yeah, cute little scallop sink. You probably remember we used this scallop for that mixel that we did, the pirate mixel. Accident was on August 10th. You're okay now. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry, Cornado. Yeah, we were worried about you because we hadn't heard from you in a little bit. I didn't realize you were in a car accident. So thank you so much for being okay, because, you know, I know Joel was asking, and, and I think we weren't sure what happened. So glad to see you back, and glad you're feeling better. Yeah, those are scary though, being in a car accident. Hopefully that you're able, the important thing is you were able to walk away from it and talk about it, because I know not everybody can. Because it goes to show you things can change so quickly. That's one thing I learned about this pandemic, is that you just can't take anything for granted. So as I mentioned, I do need to go visit my family in Arizona in the coming months. So I will be driving. I do not, I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to renovate my SUV so I can sleep in it, or if I'm going to do, you know, like little overnight stays at Airbnbs or something. I still got to figure that out, because now I'm vaccinated, so that changes things a little bit. And there were a couple of Airbnbs I stayed at regularly, so I feel like I know the people. And I know the logistics of the house. So I may see if I stay at those Airbnbs again, because those people were super nice. So looks like we're making a little chair. Tiago Catarino would be proud of this. So you can see that this 2x2 with the back, and there we go. That's a nice little chair. In fact, this is always fun to do friend sets, because they do a lot of micro furniture in there. You should show up on the Sunday stream like Blair. Maybe, if they invite me. I don't know. I don't think I'm as close to them as Blair and some of the others. But they might. They might. Maybe, let me think. A Sunday actually would be good. But I can also do a Brickanista on the Move episode. That's what I should do. I should have a Brickanista on the Move episode with Joel, Cornado, who else is, and maybe Yano. We could all like be on somebody's patio having a conversation. In other words, who's willing to let me jump on your internet so I could do the stream. Okay, so this is interesting. We saw this similar in, I think it was one of the Ninjago sets, where they show the character upside down to explain that this 2x2 is upside down. Lena's here! Hello, Lena. Welcome to the stream. But I love that idea, Joel, of a Sunday stream. Yeah, if they allow me to be on their Sunday stream, I would definitely do that. But I also know that they like to reserve that for their regulars. So I'm not going to make any pretenses and barge in on their stream. I also kind of feel like, I kind of feel this way with any streamer, is that it should be an invitation. It shouldn't be like, hey, I'm here, can I be on your stream? If they want me on their show and they invite me on the show, because that's kind of how things worked before, is that I've been invited. The first time was for the women who brick, and the second time was a community spotlight. So I think, you know, if they invite me, then I would absolutely come on a Sunday. But if you know, like I said, they have their cast of regulars, so I get it. And that's the same thing, you know, I also say that with people who ask to be on my show. It's kind of like, well, it's like you don't show up to somebody's house uninvited and just say, hey, you know, can I watch some TV or can I be there? You just kind of, at least I think, maybe I'm completely wrong, but I think that's kind of like etiquette. You might, if you know somebody well enough, like, for example, Ferg and Allie, I know them well enough that I can say, hey, I'm going to be, you know, I need to do some interviews. Can I come out to Bainbridge Island and use your internet? And both of them have been very gracious to say, yeah, absolutely. And I kind of feel the same way with regards to, you know, people who want to be on my show. And you notice I gave an open invitation, which I normally don't do. I put an open invitation out for next Wednesday. If you want to be on the show, then you got to be dressed up, and then I will give you the code, and then you can show off what you're wearing to everybody. So there have been a couple people who've asked me to be on the show, so I may use that opportunity to do that. Okay, so let's see. So Joel, you haven't been on my show yet. Maybe I need to have you on the show. Lena's been on. Oh, I am Epic. How are you? I'm doing well. How's your day? Welcome to the stream. So Cowboy Kenobi's been on. Glenn has been on as well for an interview for Meet the Mods. Lena's been on. So Joel, you haven't been on yet. We need to have you on the show. We can talk about your arrangement of how you store your Lego. Or, like I said, or you could be on the show where we talk about what you're wearing. But like I said, the other thing that I'm trying to be cautious about, I didn't realize this, but I just watched a streamer on Instagram talk about how there are some trolls out there who are going to mimic your ID on Instagram, jump on your stream. And this particular person did obscene acts on her channel while it was live. And she goes, the police said I can't do anything about this, so I'm just telling everybody so that they can be aware of it. Yeah, that's pretty scary. I mean, that's the thing about, at least, with StreamYard, when you give somebody the code for StreamYard, you can kind of see them in the lobby, and you can determine whether you add them or not. With Instagram, it's like you add them, you don't know until after they've actually joined. And that, to me, my friends, is scary, scary stuff. All right, so what we're doing right now is we built this little tower with all the little scissors and brushes and hair dryers and such. That will be a 1-minute show. As far as showing all your mocks. Well, wait a minute. No, you have done some mocks. Remember, you did them in studio. All those, the ones you did for the daily brick limit. So you have at least, I want to say, 20, maybe? I think you have 20 mocks from that daily brick limit. So you definitely could do that. Now, here's something else in the instructions. This is kind of weird. I'm sorry, but it is just a little weird. How they have these, like, spokes of sunshine coming out of your build with little sparkles and hearts, and they wonder why people say this is so gender specific, right? Is that there's no need for these hearts and this ray of sunshine and such. I mean, it's cute, but if they're trying to not make it so gender specific, they really should rethink that. How did the Beatles song go? I think it went like, I get by with a little help from my Lego friends. Yeah, you get by with a little help from your Lego friends. Ooh, we're making some more micro furniture. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, when I look at how Lego puts together instructions, same thing with the Mario sets. The Mario sets drive me crazy because they build those expecting everybody to download the instructions. And it's kind of like, not everybody's going to download the instructions. It just doesn't work like that. Okay, so they want... So we have this inverse 2x2 curve, which is nice. And like I said, I like to build these because I like to learn more about micro furniture. It's something that Tiago is so good at. And I watch his streams and I mod for him, and I like to be a sponge and just watch what he's doing. But yeah. That effect is not unique to Friends. Well, I don't know. Hearts and stars? What other set? I know Ninjago has done some of the rays of, I think I've seen that, and I know they've done the upside down thing where they have the, I think it might have been a Monkey Kid set, now that I think about it, where they turn the minifig upside down to show it. But the hearts and the stars. Okay, Glenn, I'm going to challenge you. What other instruction booklets have hearts and stars on them in the instructions? You have time to look it up. But I'm I'm just gonna say I just think that it's unfortunate that they feel like they may need to do that. Okay, but I do love this micro furniture. I am definitely going to use this technique. So it's really, these 1x4 with the end studs, and then a 1x2 on each end, like that. And then you have these, what do you call them, tombstone dot bricks? That's what I call them. They're colorful tombstones. The rounded 1x1 dots. I don't know. I don't know the official name. Sorry. It's false advertising. I want my Lego to shine and have hearts and stars fly out of the beams of light. Yes, exactly. Why is it not flying out? Thank you for saying meow. At the mock improv rebrick challenge, you made the litter box happen. Yes, he did. Mixels had the beams in the instructions. Right, but I'm talking about hearts and stars. That's why I'm challenging, if you go ahead and prove me wrong, but I'm thinking it's probably only in those sets. Now this is interesting. This is the same kind of build, but it added the little bar, the 1x2 with bar. So they're probably going to put a hair drying unit on top of that. That's my guess. Mixels have sunbeams and shapes in parts of the instructions. Okay, here we go again. There's the beams and the hearts and the stars. So we are going to make a hairdryer attachment to go on this. All right, so this is, I've started to think this might be one of my favorite pieces. One of my newer favorite pieces is 1x1 rounded with a bar. I've been using these a lot. And look, we have a toilet bowl. At least that's what I usually use that for. It's not going to be used as a toilet bowl here, but... And this is nice. This little robot arm attachment. And that's going to go here. So there's our little hair dryer. And I think, let's see how this looks. Yeah. So it's got some adjustment that you can put in here, but you get the idea. So yeah. Now one thing that you probably notice is that, and this is one of my problems with Friends mini dolls, is there's really no attachment piece here. They sometimes put a panel. It has the groove in the middle of it, so then that way at least you can have the legs kind of attached that way, but this has no attachment points, so clearly they're just gonna fall over. So yeah. Mixels have sunbeams and shapes. Yep. Like I said, look at that. It's got flying hearts and stars. You wish all Lego instructions had the feeling of achieving the hearts and stars step. Yeah, that's kind of my point, is that they do that for the Friends sets, but they don't do them for the other city sets and such, which kind of makes you feel like they're making it specific to a gender. Because I don't think I know of any city sets that will put that kind of, stars and hearts in there. Such a cool step. It links. It looks like you get an award. Yeah. That would be nice. My point is they're not really consistent with it. If they did that with all the sets, especially geared to this market. This is a 6+ set, by the way. I do like the colors. These colors are amazing. This azure and dark purple. I love it. And these are nice too. You get these 1x2 snot bricks, brackets that is, up brackets. Yeah, so I'm very, very stoked about that. So we have... They could do stars and bricks for the Lego City. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But who am I? Who am I? I'm just I'm just a lonely streamer out on the internet, building my Lego, commenting to a bunch of people who are also into Lego. Yeah, I'm excited because next week is my stream anniversary. And if anybody knows, it's Cornado. He's kind of been there almost from the very beginning. Where he's seen how much I've had to learn over the last year. I think I've gotten into a groove though now. I think I've got a pretty good... I have to admit, I'm still much more comfortable with YouTube than I am on Twitch. I mean, I was sitting in on another Twitch stream the other day, and there were just emotes flying all over the place. And after I left that stream, I went to go visit my very first stream that I followed. And it was an Animal Crossing streamer. His name is Obst Connoisseur. In fact, I'm going to put his name in the chat because he's just celebrated his 5-year anniversary. So let me oh, that's right, I can't do a shout out command here. Because Nightbot I don't think is here. Or maybe can I? Let me try that. Obst Connoisseur. I don't think it will work because he's on Twitch. Anyway, that dude, super, super nice guy. When I first got started, he was sending people my way to help me get to affiliate. He was very encouraging. He does some of the emotes and he does some of the alerts, but it isn't, to me, it isn't like too crazy. He actually makes you feel like he's having a conversation with you. And that's kind of what I wanted from my stream with Lego and with Twitch specifically. But as you know, I've run into challenges there, and I know part of it is my own fault because I'm just not as comfortable with it. But check out Obst Connoisseur. He does Animal Crossing streams. So when I was first checking out Twitch, I would watch him and interact with his community and then learn from him about, you know, some of the ways he talks to people and engages with them. I'm trying to see if this is going to secure down or if it just sits lightly on there. Nope, it secures down. That is pretty ingenious. So it does have a stud, so you can actually fit the wig on there. Let's think. Supposedly, this one is not clutching. Why is this one not clutching? That's weird. I see the stud there. Why are you not clutching? Ah, there we go. Okay, so now we've got the hair that you can choose from. You do chill streams. Yeah, I've just come to the realization that I can't be like everybody else, and I shouldn't. I shouldn't try to be something that I'm not. And I did try at the beginning, as you probably remember, you know, doing all of the singing and the hats and other things that I was doing. And the more I thought about it, I said I mean, I like wearing hats. I mean, you've seen me wear hats on the other show the other day, but it's almost as if, as I've mentioned, to me, I felt like I was a seal, right? A barking seal. But I'm feeling a lot better about this now. Just the way things I have, and I'm more of a conversationalist too. Is that a pink hairspray style wig? Yes, that is like, if you're familiar with the B-52s. That kind of beehive look. Let me see if I can get this camera to focus. There we go. Yeah. And here's the back. So you can see the back. It's adorable. And it's pink. I love it. So yeah. So I'm making, I guess, this side stand. And there's one more thing, a star. Do I see a star? I guess not. It's like, think there's one more thing I should be adding on here. Aha, sunglasses. So these have that little stud, or like a really thin spire that comes out of it. Oops. And of course I keep knocking the hairpiece off. Rock lobster, yes! Rock lobster! The beehive hairstyle first showed up in Lego Movie. Oh, interesting. For the secretary, then used again for the flamingo lady. Oh, okay. Alright, so here's this little side build. So that's a cute little side build that we have here. And then of course we have this little hairdressing unit. We have like a little lounge chair. We have the sink. And this one also has a little translucent blue in there. Don't quote you on that. The hair from the musical Hairspray, yeah. And of course we have this little pillar of tools. And we have the 2 minifigs. So, and we have stars and hearts as we finish that. And they also show how you can put that wig on the different characters if you want to change it up. She wants a tiara, you could put that on her. You could put a bow on the back of Emma's hair. In fact, I have an extra bow. I have this extra bow here, so I am going to put that on the back. So, there you go. So, it's lavender too. If Debo was here, we'd say, oops, oh no! We'd say blavender. So she's rocking the blavender with the black hair and the lavender bow. And Doc Sampson's in the house. How's it going, Doc? Good to see you. Yeah, we were just talking about this set in Seattle. I was able to find it at the Seattle Ballard store for $15.99. It's normally $19.99. So that's why today is Thrifty Thursday, and I said, ooh, there's only, I think, 2 stores in Seattle who have this left. So get it while you can if you're in the Seattle area while it's still available, because Cornado was mentioning earlier that, yeah, this set is probably going to be retired soon because it's been out for a long time. Now I'm looking at this and I'm a little concerned that I have this. Aha, that's a cell phone. Okay, so I was right. That thing needs to be in play. Everything else looks like spares. So, yeah, I think we're okay. We got a bunch of spares here. Oops, here we go. That's a lot of spares. Okay, so let me set this aside. All right, cool. On to bag number 2. Thrifty. Yes, it is. Oh, Slug Biker's here! Which store in Ballard? The one on the corner of 15th and I want to say Northwest Ballard Avenue, I think. Yeah, if you check the Target app, it'll show you. But there's, I think, 4 or 5 left. Toyical assortment of spares, except for 2 sunglasses. Yeah, but you saw I already put the sunglasses on the stand over here. So yeah, so Slug Biker, I know you don't come over to the Seattle side much, but if you are gonna go shopping and you want this set, that's one of the few that has it. And I drove down there this afternoon, and here's a tip, by the way. If you're on my Instagram account and you see me posting a Thrifty Thursday from my car, that usually means I just picked up the set that day and I needed to get it posted, you know, in time for the all the announcements. But yeah. So Yeah, so I pretty much I bought the set. I posted that I was going to be building this set today. I did call the Lego store because what I originally had in mind is I wanted to build the tulip and the rose because they finally have started getting them in. There's one in Bothell. Yeah, if you might as well grab it if you want that. It's amazing there are not more Targets around. Well, I don't know. There's quite a few. There's one in Everett. The ones that I go to more frequently are the one in Everett, the one in Linwood, the one at Northgate. I've been to the one in Issaquah only because I was visiting with Lena. Oh, here's another cool piece. This is a pre-printed, it looks like a cash register or calculator maybe. Bothell has the slogan for a day or a lifetime. Oh, for the city you mean? That's kind of cool. Now the other thing I'm looking at is, remember I needed a door for my bunker? I hadn't thought about maybe putting a clear door on there. So maybe I'll use that. Didn't say it had to be, but I don't know if you want a clear door going into your bunker, but it's Ursula's bunker. So, you know, she's got more of an underwater kind of theme, so maybe that is more appropriate. Okay, so I'm going to make some room here for these little pieces. Yeah. Did you check the app? I don't think they're there. I seem to, because Bothell is fairly close to me. I ended up seeing that there were 5 of them at the Seattle Ballard, and yeah, I saw them. They're on the shelves still, and I want to say, where was the other one? It wasn't Issaquah. It was pretty far out there. I was like, I'm not going to drive all the way over there for a Lego set. Okay, so we have another little interior bag. Just looking at this, these toilet seat cover ones in this azure color, those look cool. There's too much distance between them compared to Fred Meyer or Walmart. Yeah, in fact, I was looking for your story that you had posted the other day. So, Doc posts on Instagram stories about discounts at Fred Meyer, but your story had already expired, and I figured I didn't want to go there looking and not knowing if this particular set was there, so I went to the Target. Yeah, in fact, which Fred Meyer had those CMF packs? Is that the one, I think you go to the one in Bothell more? When I say one, I mean a store does, not a product. There is no Target store in the locations I mentioned. Oh, okay, interesting. Redmond, Bellevue, Kirkland. I've been to the Bellevue one. In fact, Bellevue is a nice store. I think they just built it. It's huge. It's a really big store. Okay, so we're going to start with this plate. So this plate is the base. I'm going to have to move some of these out of the way. Give myself some more space to build. This is kind of nice, this piece too. We've got this curve. It's curved, translucent clear. Linwood on 44th. Yeah, that's the one I usually go to. But this set was not there. It was out of stock. And like I said, if you just go on the app, it'll tell you that I'm pretty sure Ballard and just one other store has this set. And it's on sale. So snap it up while you can. That's 235 pieces waiting for you. That's if you want this set. I mean, like I said, some of the colors may or may not be something that you want. This has a lot of azure and purple, which are traditional colors for this, genre of sets, which is what I like. I like these bold colors. Factoria, part of Bellevue or downtown Bellevue. It's not quite downtown. It's a brand new building and it's huge. Do you know where the REI is? It's kind of close to the REI. That's probably the best description I can give you at this point. Oops. Oops, I'm off by a stud. There we go. And silver studs. So it looks like we've got also these silvery studs, and boy, I'm like way off today. Need to do this one over. The one in Factoria is part of Bellevue. It's super old. No, this one is brand spanking new. I remember when I first walked in, they said it only been up for like 2 months. In fact, I can tell you exactly when I got it. It was when I did the Mighty Dinosaurs set. So that would have been, what, 5-6 months ago? I think they said they'd only been open for like 2 months by then. And speaking of statistics, I was looking at which of my videos are the most popular on YouTube, and apparently Mighty Dinosaurs is one of them. So Thrifty Thursday Mighty Dinosaurs. And then one of our the recap episodes, and then my interview with Ferg. So Ferg must have a big following, because I remember when Aqua Mike TV saw that he was on my show, he was like, "Oh my God, it's Ferg!" So, you grew up in Bellevue? Oh, okay. By the Trader Joe's? Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you know, but it's brand new, and yeah, there's so much. When is the Seattle area YouTuber meetup? You got a mask and hand sanitizer. Yeah, we're gonna have to pick a date for that. Maybe the 19th. That's Talk Like a Pirate Day. Do you want to dress up like a pirate? You want to dress up like a pirate for that? That would be actually kind of fun if we had a bunch of us all meeting for that. So this is supposed to have this sticker with the mirror on it. But since I'm not going to use it, you'll just have to imagine it. And here's the instructions. You've got Mia holding sticker number 2 with an arrow pointing down there. So anyway, I think it's funny. It opened last year. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Doc, if you wanted to, if the 19th works, I think, you know, we haven't sent any invitations or anything, but if you think that might be a good day. Or, actually, we may want to do it when I'm not streaming, because then I'll be distracted. I'll have to stream. So maybe we have to do it on Saturday? Maybe on a Saturday. You've been vaccinated forever? Oh, okay. Con will? Of course, your assistant will. It's a good thing you have that assistant. Does a lot for you. So I guess that's like a little table that we're putting in there. You don't have a pirate getup, sadly, but you could be a pirate radio operator. Okay, well, I don't know. Like I said, Talk Like a Pirate Day. I already had plans for Yano, so that probably wouldn't work anyway. So maybe what we do is Saturday the 18th. That might be a good day for a YouTuber meetup. So that would be what, you, me, Lena. Actually, Lena, do you do YouTube as well? I know you've been on my show. Let's put this in the frame here so you can see what's going on. September 19th or October 19th. Actually, we're thinking about now Saturday the 18th. September 18th of September, which is a week from today. So in other words, I normally stream at 9 o'clock, or no, today's Thursday. Sorry, a week from Saturday. Because I normally stream at night. So what I may do is we could just do the picnic / gathering. And then I won't have to worry about streaming later. Oops. I'm talking and not paying attention. This is kind of cool. This is the one with the 2 studs. I didn't realize that this thing had so many commercials. Alright. I'm not sure what this green thing is. Is it food? This one has like a little heart on it. Yeah, this is like a round dot with a heart on it. And I put it on lopsided. And I straighten that up. There, that's better. So here, I'll zoom in so you can see that. So I have no idea what that is. What in the world is that supposed to be in a hair salon? What is that? I don't know. That makes no sense. Dress up as Seymour Philip Hoffman from Pirate Radio. Okay. Let's see. This one goes on this edge. Alright. Not quite sure what that is. You have a green cherry and a heart-shaped dot. Or not shaped, but a dot with hearts on it. Okay. Alright. Well, we'll roll with it. We will roll with it. These panels are always nice. And what's nice is that when they first come out of the set, there's no scratches. When you get them from the pick-a-brick wall, there's a bunch of scratches. Green thing is food. Imagine it in red. You haven't done YouTube yet? You've been busy with work? Okay. Well, so Doc, who were you thinking is a YouTuber in this area besides you and me? I think Brickbrain TV, he does YouTube, or he does Twitch. I'd have to check with his schedule too. But I'm thinking, at least for my schedule, Saturday would work better. Saturday the 18th. You've also been doing revisions for the e-gaming? Oh, okay. Well, so Doc, this is your idea. So are you looking for YouTubers or just people in the area who happen to have been on YouTube? Are you looking for streamers, or are you looking for people who are, have been guests before? Is it worth getting that window from the pick-a-brick wall? Only if you can look at them closely, because you do get a lot that are scratched. That's what I found. Green grapes. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, so I think... Alright, did I screw this up? Yep, I screwed this up. This is what happens when I'm talking and not paying attention. I gotta pay attention. Alright, there we go. This, I think, is the entrance to the hair salon. You have snacks to go with the champagne served at your high-end salon. I have been to salons where they've actually had coffee or snacks or water. I have not seen them serve food, though. So that is a little different. And kind of to Joel's point, do you really want food in a hair salon with all that hair flying around? I don't think so. I have been in a hair salon where they actually also served wine. That was one of those fancy places. Yeah, that was a while ago. That was a nice surprise though. They said, "Oh, would you like some wine?" It's like, "Really? You're going to serve me some wine?" Now, this is another thing about Friends sets, which to me is a little annoying, is that they have these stickers that they want you to put onto the actual window of the door, and this one says open on it. So here's the sticker. And I'll zoom in so you can see. So the sticker's kind of cool, but they force you to put it onto the door. And then, you know, you can't really use that door again for something else. Oh, you heading to bed? Okay. Take care. Thanks for stopping by, Slug Biker. Why not have a Brickanista and Buddies picnic? Yeah, maybe it's just the Brickanista Broadcast Network hosting or something. If you have plastic hair, you're good. Okay? Plastic hair is allowed. Alright, so this door is going to go here. And like I said, I may snag this door. I'll have to ask the creators if on a bunker a clear door is allowed. I don't see why not. I mean, if it's Ursula's, for example, she probably doesn't care. She probably lived in an aquarium before. Okay, so now we're going to do the interior of the door. So, like I said, this is like the entrance, and then you have the interior, which is very similar with the 1x2 plate. I do love the colors. I do like the colors in this, and I think just Friends sets in general are definitely a lot more colorful. The color palette of the choices that you get are really nice. Okay, so Lena, are you available on Saturday the 18th? And Doc Sampson, are you available on Saturday the 18th as well? So this is just to kind of give you a sense. If you can imagine the mirror, the big mirror over here, and it's got these like little bottles. Really cute. Very simple too. They're just cones with a jewel on top. That's pretty cool. You taking off, Al or Lena? Sure. No worries. Thanks for dropping in. You have a lot of work tomorrow? Yeah. Hey, no problem. It's great having you hang out. And let me know about if Sunday or Saturday the 18th will work. I think we're working on the awning now for this, because I love these curved pieces. So these curved pieces are gonna go back and forth with the azure. And this month, you have too much on your plate currently this month? Yeah. I wish I could, but I've been very busy. Yeah, well, I think this month is also a little harder too, because we're getting ready for BrickCon, right? Because BrickCon, if you remember, you know, we're all getting all these mocks ready for BrickCon. At least I am. I was calculating how many mocks and collabs that I'm involved in, and it's crazy. I've got Tricky Lug, which is doing the library collab. I've got the Women's Brick Initiative, which we're doing an aquarium. We've got the bunkers that we're doing. Yeah, it's a lot. That's 3 collabs right there. Then I also have the challenges for this month. We have September that Aubrey is doing. We have We Are Family, which is the one that Yano is putting together. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Trying to get these all ready for that. And then, as you know, I'm also working on my modulars. I have never... Is this true? Yeah, this is true. I have never filed a modular as a mock. I've filed Micropolis, which I also have my Blavender City, my Micropolis Blavender City. Yeah, so I've got a lot that I've got on my plate right now. I also got my steampunk airship that I got to work on. Maybe we should push it to October. We're just asking for trouble if we try to do too much this month. I haven't seen any of these, shiny stars and hearts yet. I guess I'm not close to being done. I do like how you can see the front of the awning is. And if you remember, my ice cream shop, my very first modular I ever did, which has an apartment on top, that one, I have not filed that at a show. And this is my home show. I probably should. So maybe Cornado, if you're still here, I may be filing my first mock of a modular city. Because it would have my ramen shop and dojo, it would have my coffee shop, it would have the mail, the post office, it would have my apartment and ice cream shop, and my fountain, and then the Spring Garden Festival. That's a lot to transport, but it's local, so, if I forget something, I can always come back and get it. So, I've got to calculate that out, because I haven't really pulled out all of the modulars. They're in the other room. It's kind of like what Cornado was saying about having table space, is you kind of need table space to really display your city well. So you can see we're expanding this out a little bit more. You have the corporate holiday rush currently and other commitments after the holiday season. Oh, okay, so you're talking about January. It's going to be too cold to meet in January, in my humble opinion. I don't know. Maybe anything's possible, right? So we got a 1x2 translucent. That's going to be nice. Put in there. I should put my modular on display. Yeah, I mean, I have quite a few. In fact, I think Darth Vader is still out there mailing something to his mother. You probably remember I had Darth Vader going to the post office. Yeah, I think he's still going to the post office to mail something for his mom. I probably should take him out of there. Have him do some more dark side work. Yeah, no, my city isn't as big as your city, but I like what you did when you recorded all of your buildings on your driveway or something, that you just went all the way down the line. I might have to do something like that. I might be able to find a place in this apartment complex where I might be able to do that. Okay, am I missing something here? No, that's right. It's down one. Okay. So here, I'll show the camera where we are. So you can see we're making the front of the salon, making that nice. Okay, this is interesting. We're going to be now building this outdoor sign unit. So this is interesting. So it's just pretty much like a bunch of studs together. Brickanistopolis needs more exposure. Yeah, well, in the past, what I've done with Brickanistopolis is Brickanistopolis has always been my micro city. I have not done a full minifigure scale city. There's a guy that I know, Alex Esty. He and I had worked on, oops, hold up. He and I had worked on the architecture theme last year. And he does a lot of micro city stuff. I should ask him about what he's filing. He does really racy types of, he calls it the city on the other side of the tracks. And I think I may have told you that his last build that he won an award for at Portland at Bricks Cascade, he had a strip club next to a tattoo parlor and I think next to a liquor store. And I think he's bringing that back, I think, and adding some more to it. So that's like the seedy part of town, is what he called it. The other side of the tracks, where people go to get their tattoos and such. Whereas mine is very tame, right? I've got a ramen shop, dojo, post office, ice cream shop, apartment, and a pier, right? So that's kind of, mine is so PG compared to his. Let's see. Ooh, that does work. Look at that. That locks it in. And it's all flush now. Nice. Like that. Alright, well, I think what I'll do, let's see, what's today? Thursday? Saturday. Saturday's stream, I'm going to talk through all the different mocks that I'm going to get ready for BrickCon. And I may need to work on a few of those to get them ready, because time is, next week, or this Saturday. I think it'll be 3 weeks from this Saturday when the con is taking place. And fingers crossed we don't have any hiccups from the government. Yeah, we were talking about that. Okay, so this is a cash register. And this is the funny part, is that, as you know, in the universe of Lego, you can put a $100 bill and I think a 5-cent coin. Where is that printed tile? There should be a printed tile that's like a 5-cent or $5 coin. Where is that? Let's see. It's got to be close. Well, the thing that's interesting about some of the builders is that some people focus on one specific genre. Like the train people. They always bring a bunch of trains. And I was kind of like that because I was like that with pirates, right? Okay, why am I not finding this tile? It's like, is it supposed to be? Yeah, it says it's got the number 5 on it. It's supposed to be similar to this, but oh, it's this one. I couldn't see the 5 because I was looking for the old style 5, but you can see it's really hard to see. You see that? And in the light, I was having a hard time seeing that. So there we go. So you can spend $105 on your haircut, which honestly, for a woman, that's about right, depending on what you're going to get done. So there we go. That's the cash register. Yep, $105. And what's funny, here, let me set this down for a moment. This is the hilarious part, is that they have this picture of Mia talking to Nina, and she's giving her a $100 bill, and Nina's giving her the 5-cent coin in exchange. So if it's 5 cents, then it cost her $99.95, or $95 if it's a $5 coin. So depends on which universe you live in. But yeah, I think those little photos are pretty funny. And let's see, anything else I need to do here? Okay, I think we're good. Anyone can spend $105 on their hair. That's true. I heard, what was that politician's name? Edwards from North Carolina. What was his first name? John Edwards, maybe? Anyway, he apparently spent $400 for a haircut. I was like, what? Who spends $400 for a haircut? Not me. Okay, so here's another sticker that we're not going to put on, but it is kind of cool. It's got this curve, and it goes around this curved window, and it's got like this ivy print on it. So that is pretty cool. And once again, you have Emma holding up the sticker number 3, which goes here. I don't know. I think these instructions are kind of funny. Alright, let's see what's next. Okay, this goes right here. I do like this color scheme. And here, just to show you the front. So that is nice. You'd bet most of the politicians who aren't Bernie spend way too much on their hair. I have to tell you, I have not been to a hairdresser for a year and a half. Let's see, when was the last time I went to a hairdresser? Probably in February of 2020. It'll be almost 2 years since I've been to a hairdresser. I have cut my own hair. I have, you know, used coloring products on my own hair. And, you know, I've saved a lot of money through this pandemic. Because it costs money to get highlights done and all that. I haven't attempted to do highlights. I think that's probably a little dangerous for me to try. But I will say, I mean, I was thinking about this the other day, that before BrickCon, I'm going to need to cut my hair again. And I think, so all I'm doing is I just put down some tile pieces and I put down this brick. Let me zoom in some more again. Good that I cut my own hair. Well, I will say though, I am embarrassed when I see myself on video and I turn around to go get something out of my drawers. The back of my hair is like all over the place because, you know, trying to be able to cut that on my own. Not as successful. Thankfully, because we're in a Zoom environment, I can get by with cutting the front and, you know, this part of my hair, but the back, I always have to really struggle with that. So yeah, one of these days I will actually get my hair cut the right way. One of these days it'll happen. Okay, I'm looking for a panel. There it is. Okay. Yeah, I was watching this YouTuber that I follow. His name is Dr. Vuong, or Dr. V for short. He does a lot of COVID videos every day. And he says he hasn't been to a hairdresser in a long time too, and he just shaves his head. He just shaves his head every now and then he's done with it. Yeah, I wonder how many people like myself have just not been to a hairdresser all this time. Now this is interesting. I just noticed this. Here's another visual cue that they give. Okay, so check this out. So they have this purple line that goes across, right? And then they have Emma as a little figure there walking on this line. So that kind of gives you a sense of how far you are until you're done. So that was something I didn't notice until now. An interesting addition. Alright, where are we now? Okay, we've got to add some 1x1 bricks over here. Yeah, I have a friend whose sister-in-law is a hairdresser. And when the pandemic first started, she started cutting hair in people's outdoor backyards. because, you know, people are just used to getting their hair done. It was just kind of still odd not, you know, doing that. But after a while, I got used to it. I think part of it has to do with when I was growing up, my mother cut all of our hair. She actually has this barber stylist set of scissors. She said she found it the other day, and she'll be giving it to me when I see her next. And yeah, it's kind of an endearing story because my mom, she'd put newspaper out on the floor of our kitchen, and then we'd sit in the middle of this, you know, on this chair in the middle, and it was one of those vinyl covered seats, so then that way it wasn't cloth, it was easy to clean. And she would cut our hair, and I think she's been doing that for my dad for a long time. Not sure if they're still doing that. I'll have to ask. But yeah, so I grew up with my like I said, I did not grow up in a rich family. When people are talking about what's your first memory of Lego, and some of these kids that, you know, they get all these Lego sets and they're so young. You know, my brother and I, we did not have that privilege. we didn't have a lot of Lego growing up. My mom, she sewed a lot of my clothes. You know, I would go to school and I was wearing homemade clothes, and everybody else was, you know, getting stuff from the regular shops. Oops, I mean, wait a minute. Okay, no, I don't do that yet. Okay. Oops. So we're putting on this curve piece here, so not sure how that's gonna work. Yeah, so I'm very envious of people who had an upbringing where money was no object. That was not me. That was not my upbringing. Yeah, I think that's probably why I focus on Thrifty Thursdays, because, you know, when I was growing up, $20 to spend on a Lego set was a lot of money. I'm sure it was priced comparably back then, but whatever the equivalent of $20 is now to back when I was growing up, yeah, we didn't have a lot of Lego in our house. But I was able to get it at school, so that was cool. So here's the front. I love this technique. I'm going to use that sometime in the future. That is really elegant in the curve. I love that. Ooh, we have these curved tiles. These are going to go here. Love those. Oops. That back in the frame. Alright, so once again, we're not going to put the stickers on, but I do think it's hilarious that they always show Mia holding the sticker, and then the sticker is showing you where it is. Number 1! Put sticker number 1 right here. Like, okay. Yeah, because this is going to go into the snot brick right here on the side. So you can see that's where the sign would go. Yeah, when I was thinking about the mocks that I have coming up this month, I was like going, wow, I definitely overcommitted myself. I was thinking about, you know, the Women's Brick Initiative. That one kind of came up last minute. The bunkers I already knew about, and the steampunk airship. You know, and that's going to come up pretty soon. I'm going to need to get on those. Alright, so you can see we're getting ready to make that sign for the scissors up top. Ooh, I love these too. These curved bricks. So this is going to go on top here. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I will definitely use this technique in the future. Love that. Okay. Aha! This is what I've been waiting for. How do you make those scissors? So the scissors, this is the magic piece. This cross piece. And here come those toilet bowl covers or seat covers, toilet seats, but in blue or azure. Okay, and then we're going to add a 1x3 here, and then 1x2. Aha, that's how they do that. And then we add an L piece or corner tile. Aha. It's too bad Lena left because we get a sparkles and hearts after we finish this. We didn't get them for some of the other pieces, but there's the scissors. That's so cute. And here we go. Sparkles and hearts. Stars and hearts. Okay, all right. Now this is going to go on here like this, according to the instructions. There we go. So there's the scissors, and once again we get the little rays of sunshine with the stars and the hearts. I need to have that like as a backdrop one of these days. Stars and hearts with that. Okay, so now we're gonna be back here again. Now the one complaint I do have about Friends sets is that, you know, they do it in a dollhouse fashion, so you don't have your traditional modular style, which I think is a shame because they have such really good elements in here, but they just chose not to do that. So we're just putting this little jumper up here. Oh, interesting. They're putting some leaves up here. Okay. I'm laughing because I have to show you this. Alright, so we're gonna put this, right? So we've got this flower on this leaf, and we're putting it on this stud, on the jumper. But this is the part I'm laughing at. Okay, so they have, let me zoom in on this. They've got like miniature butterflies flying off of that. I'm sorry, I just think that's kind of ludicrous. It is funny. And then apparently we are putting the same thing on the side over here. So we're going to put another one of these over here on this side. And the one on this side does not have the butterflies coming off it. It only comes off on this side over here. It's like, wait a minute, no butterflies? That's not fair. City sets are mostly dollhouse style as well. Yeah, that's true. That is true. So that's why the ice cream shop that I made in my very first modular, I did that, and I took the Lighthouse ice cream shop from Heartlake City and retrofitted it. In fact, Alexander 23 gave me the Lighthouse as a gift. He had gotten it from a bulk buy, and I may be building that on stream when I do the 9 to 5 stream. That's going to be interesting. I've never done a long stream like that. Alright, hold on while I take a quench. Quaff that drink. Okay, all right, now we're on the home stretch here. So we're gonna make, it looks like a picture frame. And this is gonna go right over the door. Now normally you would have a sticker on, oops, ah! Alright, hold up. This is going back to having to build for the camera versus building for yourself. Okay. And I knocked off the, that's the great thing about Lego though, it's easy to put back together again. Okay, so we got the front now. And then this is supposed to have that sticker of the, it looks like, I think, that character Nina. I think Nina is the hairstylist with maybe another friend with blue hair instead of lavender hair. Okay, so now we're back. So that would have been a photo that would go there. But I am getting some good ideas for maybe adding some of these elements to my bunker. Okay, now we're going to make the coffee pot, it looks like. I think, yeah, this is the coffee pot we're making now. Alright, so we got a 1x2. And we get a, ooh, a nice translucent pink coffee pot. Or coffee cup, I guess. It's, maybe it's a 1-cup Keurig kind of thing. Okay, I'm looking at this diagram. There's some weird thing on the side of this. Okay, so here, let me show you this weird thing. It looks like a lemon wedge. Okay. Here, let me show you what I'm looking at. Maybe you can identify what this is. All right. So, right here, it looks like a lemon. It looks like a lemon wedge, but I don't see anything that looks like a lemon there. That's very bizarre. I have no idea. I'm looking at all the pieces here. No lemons. Just they figured they'd draw a lemon in there. I don't know. Because when you look at it connected up here, there's no lemons there. It does look like a lemon, doesn't it? I know. I don't get it. I don't understand. But anyway, this is supposed to go here. It's like, why would anybody just draw a lemon on there? Makes no sense. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no clue. I have no clue what that is. Okay, of course you need a broom. It's a hair salon. You gotta have a broom. Gotta have a broom in the hair salon. So that's gonna go here with this clip. Okay, got that going down. And you can see Mia's almost done. You see how she's getting close to the end. Oops. Hello. There we go. We're getting close to the end. All right. And oh, we've got magazines. All right. So we've got a green and a pink tile. Hot pink. And we're supposed to put stickers on those too, but we're not going to do that. That's what these are supposed to be, these stickers. So like hairstyling magazines. Aha, now I get it. I was wondering why they had this translucent panel here, but that's because these are going to sit like that sideways. Very clever. I like that. Okay, so now we have these studs, and remember that little micro furniture that we made earlier? Okay, so apparently this first little couch thing is gonna go on this side over here. I guess this way. Because there was a mirror here. And then we have the sink. So the sink is gonna go this way. And you probably remember we made, and that must be shampoo bottles. Shampoo and conditioner there. Okay. And then this goes over here for the hair dryer. I guess, I don't know, the proportions are a little off because you would normally have, you know, somebody leaning back. You'd have to take the hair dryer off, so I don't know. It's a little odd. I am curious though about this QR code and this video. I'm gonna have to look that up off stream. Yeah, I still don't know what that lemon thing was about. Very, very bizarre. Okay, so that's the interior. We do have a few more things to do on the exterior, which I thought, I didn't notice this in the original drawing, but this white stud that we have, or this silver stud that we have here, where my thumb is, that's supposed to be for a fire hydrant, a little micro fire hydrant. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Now here's an interesting thing. I'm going to put this together, and I think I now know what the lemon means. So hear me out. Okay, so we got that as the little fire hydrant. Let's zoom in a little. So it's just a headlight brick with two of these shiny silvery studs. And that's going to go onto, let's see, sorry, that's out of focus. There we go. So that's going to go right here. Okay, so remember that lemon we saw earlier? All right, so check this out. These instructions, they have how you connect these, and it's supposed to make a fire hydrant. So maybe that other one is, maybe that's not coffee, it's actually lemonade. Maybe it's a lemonade maker. Because, and here it is, they've got, oops, where'd it go? There it is. So they've got the lemon here. I think this is supposed to be a lemonade maker. That's what I'm going to say. Because just based on the fire hydrant, that it's not a coffee pot, it's a lemon maker. It's a lemonade maker. Okay, so we did that, Juice. Oh, it's a juicer. Thank you. That's what it is. It's a juicer. Okay. All right, so now we have two brown jumpers. So these are going to go on either side of the front entrance. All right, so those are going to go here. Like I said, these instructions for friend sets are a little off for me. It's a little strange. Okay, so now we're going to put some more greenery. Well, I will say, if Zach and Wayne, I've sent them an invitation to come on my show. If they agree, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. That would be even more awesome if they're the winners. Because I invited them before we knew the results. So we'll see. We shall see. And once again, there are little butterflies. Butterflies flying off of the flowers. And you can see that Mia has reached the end, and she's got all these hearts flying around her. Let me zoom out a little bit, sorry. Yay, she made the end, and there's all these hearts around her. And if you look at the main photo, look at that. It's got rays coming out of the whole thing. And stars and hearts. And Nina and Emma are waving happily from that shop. So that took me, what, an hour and 40 minutes roughly, or maybe an hour and a half. And not too bad for 235 pieces. Like I said, these friend sets, the biggest problem I have with the friend sets is that it feels half finished. It just begs for this to be made into a full modular, which is probably what I'm gonna do. I think this will probably be the basis of a full modular set that I'll be making in the future of the hair salon. I think I love the furniture. The furniture is absolutely adorable. And I think because I'm not using these stickers, I could repurpose some of these parts. I thought it was interesting. This is a 6+ set that they actually had a sticker that went around this curve, which I thought is probably a little more advanced than a 6-year-old, but I don't know. It might be fine. I do like how they put a lot of details in here. So the magazines that would go there. Here, I'll angle it this way again. So you have the sink, you've got a hair dryer station, a cutting station. You've got, oh, I forgot, I gotta put the, apparently this is outside of the main area, but I believe this, let me double check, where does this go? This, where did you put it? Did you not put it in here? Oh, they did not put it in here. Okay, that's kind of, I would guess maybe you put it here. Alright, that I think is a mistake. I don't see a place for this. Nope, nope, they forgot. They forgot in the instructions this tree of supplies. So normally I would put this probably over here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this right next to, in fact, let me move that out of the way. And put this next to the cutting station. Because if you've ever been in a salon, usually there's supplies of the hair dryer and all of that is near the mirror. Okay, what's going on here? Okay. Yeah, so she's got the hair dryer close by, some sort of, I guess, mister. And then, this could go back. Yeah, I'm going to look at the instructions, but I think they forgot to put that down. I don't see it. Okay, so that was an oversight on the instructions, because they don't have that. Nope. Nope. Okay. So there you go, Lego. You need to update your instructions to include a place for this. Can't be near the door because you need your customers to be able to walk in and out of the door. The friend sets are for play though, so this is perfect, specifically when the majority of little girls prefer role-playing than building. Well, that may be true. I don't know, that is a kind of an assumption, but I will say when I was volunteering for the Charles Schulz Museum, the girls all went for the mini dolls and the boys all went for the minifigs. So, yep. Alright, so she's got her cell phone. And we got this character who I think is a fairly new character. I'm not sure if Nina appears in other Friends sets, but this hairpiece, this lavender hairpiece, awesome. And then this little set of wigs, I guess this should be, in my opinion, this is kind of a small profile, because this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 wide, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. It's like 16 by 12. And that's not big enough for this. Probably should have been a 16 by 16, or maybe even a 20 by, I don't know, 20 by 16, but it's kind of small. So that would be my other suggestion for Lego, is that they probably should have put, instead of these rounded plates, they could have added a few more of the longer tan plates. Because this technically can't be back here, because that's the street. It would have to be like over here. I don't know. And this is the cash register area, so you would have to set this over here. Why don't you just add another plate? You just add one more plate. This is the only set that Nina is in. Ooh, okay, so she's valuable. All right, so Nina, if I'm doing this friendship thing, I think we're gonna have to put Nina in one of those ships. It's thrifty. Right, it is a thrifty set, and for $15.99, you're right. For 200 and what, 35 pieces? I think, is that what the final count was? Let's double check. Yeah, you get 235 pieces in this set. I do love the hair pieces. So we have this really cool pink beehive hairdo kind of thing, and we have this sleek black wig. We have all of these different hair accessories that you have here too. And yeah, you have a cash register area, and Nina, the hair salon owner, and then I guess Emma is coming in for a haircut. So yeah, and I kind of agree with Joel that probably don't want to have the hair salon on the second floor. You want it on the first floor. So don't be surprised if you hear the Brickanista say, we're going to do a mock. It's a modification of this, and we'll probably make a nicer, could be on a 32 by 32 actually. I've been building most of my buildings on a 16 by 32. This might be worthy of a 32 by 32, because you could have multiple wash stations with multiple hairstylists. I don't know, lots of things to think about. I do like this technique of using the spyglass to hold onto the wigs. So that's definitely a technique that I will look at using. I know that Yano just did a haberdashery type of building with lots of hats. So it's a good technique for that. I also like this technique of the scissors. As long as you have these pieces, oops, these keep falling out. You need that plate, that X plate underneath, and you also need these toilet bowl seat covers. You need those. Otherwise you can't really make that. The micro dolls. Oh, the really tiny micro dolls, the Liz size figs, yeah. That's true. That's the Friends Advent Calendar. You're right. In fact, that's one thing I might need to go to the store to get before they run out. I'm calling it mini dolls. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited about those. I do have a Liz character. She's flying on her dragon right now, but Liz could be one of the patrons of this particular hair salon. But yeah, I think I'm probably already declaring it that I am probably going to take elements of this. I am going to take this door and put it on my bunker. I think I'm going to reach out to Perry and find out. I'm pretty sure that's allowed. It just said you needed a door and you needed 2 spots for lights. So I think I can make that happen. This is way too small though. But you're right, Glenn. It's a thrifty set. So for a thrifty set, you get a lot. You do get a lot for that. Whatever, Joel. Okay, you two. Don't get no fight now. But I'm glad that I noticed that lemon, because now that makes sense. I always thought this was a coffee pot. But you're right, it's a juicer. So we have the juicer here. I mean, they also put some details too of the fire hydrant on the front. So let me catch these magazines since they keep falling out. Oops. All right, let's do this. And I do like the fact that these are on jumpers because then they swivel. But brick set. Oh, does that link tell us who designed this too? Does it have the designer's name? Now, one thing which is a little odd for this, because this is supposed to be, I think, a women's hair salon, is they usually don't have the barber pole on a women's salon. So that's more like a barbershop type of thing. So if you wanted to convert this to a barbershop, you could easily do that. Change the colors out a little bit, maybe make that a traditional red and white. Maybe put more red and white in here. But yeah, and like I said, I'm already eyeing some of these parts to be used on some other mocks, like this faucet, this golden faucet. I need that for my bunker, because I can't seem to find my faucet for that. So yeah, so I think this was a good selection for Thrifty Thursday. And like Cornado was saying, this thing is probably going to be retiring soon. Nice final design. Yeah, this is the other thing. I will definitely use this technique too, because this kind of has a diner feel to it with the way this sign is made and also the curve. So I think this could be like it would be nice if this was 2 stories and make that curve continue with the 2 stories on there too. I'm shattering barbershop stereotypes. Yeah, that's true. In fact, look at the colors. Those are the trans colors. So maybe that's what we should do, is we should say this is a trans barbershop. Does it come with a sit-down hairdryer chairs? Yes, it does have one. That's this one. So here's the hairdryer chair. And it was made up of these 2 sub-builds. So you had the cushion, and then you had this, and you also had this piece, and then the other couch is made exactly the same, except it doesn't have this bar. The flower cart poly bag, designer Alicia Brokhanov. Okay, but what about this one, the one we're working on right now? Yeah, so, and here's this little sub-build, Doc. This might have been before you joined, is that it's this rounded 1x1, the rounded 1x1 with bar, and then you add one of those Android arms and the silver toilet bowl, and then that connects here like that, and that's your hairdryer. So yeah, we got the hairdryer unit, and then we have the regular chair. Oops. Oops. Ah, thing's falling apart. Yeah. And we have the regular chair, and then we also have the sink. And by the way, I was cleaning up, and Cornado, I do have a 32 by 32 in tan in a Mills standard all ready to go. So if I wanted to start converting this, I probably could start right away. And the reason why I have that 32 by 32 in Mills is that I was going to build that helicopter pad on top of the tall skyscraper, but I don't have enough pieces for that. So I may decide to work on maybe this hair salon, but I don't think it'll be ready in time for BrickCon. So I think I'm going to save that for a future con. But yeah, so I think we did pretty well. Designer is David Tauzia. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thanks for looking that up. All right, my friends. So like I said, I may re-brick this into a pirate ship. The hair salon pirate ship. That would actually be hilarious. All right, let's see. All right, so friends' instructions are very different from regular instructions. And it's kind of like what Lena was saying. Wouldn't it be nice if rays of sunshine and hearts and stars showed up every time you finished, an assignment? I will be, this is also different because these QR codes here give you some, I think, little videos. And I don't know, if you made this Cornado, did you ever go through the videos that are in here? So I think I'll do that off stream and report back. But the other thing that's interesting about this is these little panels that they have, these circular discussions or drawings about what's happening in the scene. Who asked about that link, which was about Liz? Oh, okay. I thought I asked about, I think that was Joel who may have asked about Liz. Because I don't remember bringing up Liz myself. But I did want to know who designed this, so thank you for looking that up. And here's another one of those scenes. It's where it's like, here's the transaction taking place, and she's got the $100 bill, and she's getting the coin or the $5 or 5 cents back. Here's your change. That's something about the Lego universe, is that things only come in $100 bills or 5-cent coins. Yeah, I think that, for the design the way it is, it is a little skewed towards girls. Like I said, with the stars and the hearts and everything. But I guess that was kind of their intention, right? When they did this. I'm looking to see if there's any other drawings. Well, here's going back to that QR code with the video. So I will do that off stream, just out of curiosity. But yeah, so for those of you who do not know, next Tuesday is going to be my streamiversary on Twitch. I can't believe I've been streaming for almost a year. On Twitch, I already reached 500 hours of stream time and 350 followers. And for some reason, in the last week or two, my numbers on YouTube have started to jump up. So I'm now up to 223 subscribers on YouTube. And I can't believe it, Zach and Wayne are following me. So Zach from the Zach and Wayne team of Lego Masters is now following my channel. So I was just thrilled when I saw that. You didn't ask for any links? Okay. Well, I'll go back, and I always watch my videos after I've done them to look at how I can improve things. And I think one thing that has been really good is that my Thrifty Thursdays, I've been very consistent about that. And I've been going back to my YouTube channel. You probably noticed that I've rearranged my videos on YouTube, so I've done them by playlist. So now you can put all the Lego Masters Season 2 recap episodes. You can just click on that playlist and it'll go through all of those if you want to watch those. If you want to just watch the Thrifty Thursday ones, I've started going through that. I still need to do some edits, but I've just been looking back at the recordings that I've done over the last year, and I've been really surprised at just how much has happened over the last year. And if you were there for my very first stream when I was on Twitch, and I just had the camera on my hands for like the first 40 minutes until I decided, okay, go ahead and show my face. I think now I'm a little more polished. I still need a lot of work to do, I started moving over to YouTube, which I feel much more comfortable being here, but I am still going to work at it on Twitch because there's a lot of people I like on Twitch. Like I said, Opes Conistar is one of the people that I admire. I like Set to Build. I like Brick and Nick. I like Dr. Cat Builds. There's a whole community over in Twitch, which is different. And Dreamy Dynamic TV, I have to say, sometimes the universe brings to you what you need. And I was at a point where I was thinking, should I still be on Twitch at all? And when I watched his stream, it made me realize that I just have to be authentic to who I am. And I know that I'm going to reach out to a lot of my subscribers just to ask, what is it you want? And what is it you like when I'm streaming? Because I think that's what I need to do, is just build a smaller community where we focus on the art, we focus on the builds, we focus on techniques, we focus on the news, we focus on interviews, we focus on smaller sets. And when I was talking about that story about my mom, putting newspaper on the floor and cutting our hair, those are the kinds of things that I like to share. And that the fact that this is a Thrifty Thursday set of a hair salon, and being able to share that with you about how I did not grow up with a lot of money, and I don't consider myself a wealthy person, but at least now I can afford to buy Lego for myself. But I think that's where I've got to go. I've got to go towards being more authentic to myself, to my roots, the fact that I didn't come from a rich family, and that I will be doing more mocks, doing more sets on the smaller scale, and bringing news and interviews and banter like I do with Yano, that kind of thing. Nobody asked for the link. That one about Liz was showing that it's called the microdoll. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'm glad that we got that all settled. But anyway, thank you everyone. Thank you for tuning in again. I will be back Saturday. Fridays I take off. So I always take Tuesdays and Fridays off. Now, Doc was asking about a Pacific Northwest YouTubers meetup sometime. We're going to have to think through that some more. So if we do that on a Saturday, I probably won't stream that Saturday night, but we'll find out in the coming weeks. We also have BrickCon coming up. And then also, as I mentioned, since I'm doing this Bonkers for Bunkers challenge, I mentioned this yesterday, but what the prize is going to be is a roll of toilet paper, an MRE ration, and a Citizen Brick zombie minifig. So that's the prize package. I call them little ladies. Oh, that's cute. You're calling it a mini doll. Whenever you are around. You're just like this is the evil part of Joel. He just likes to be the villain. You do that, Joel. Yeah, you do that. It sounds like the gauntlet has been thrown. But I really appreciate all of your patience, everybody, over the last year as I find my way through this. I'm really, really excited about. I was looking at my YouTube channel and how the categories are starting to shape up. Brickanista on the Move, the Thrifty Thursdays, mock improv. And if any of you want to do mock improv again, just let me know. It turns out it looks like it's usually the first weekend of the month. So October, it won't be the first weekend because of BrickCon, but more than likely we'll do another mock improv on October 12th. And then with the Rebrick This challenge, I still have to put that up there as a playlist. And then also I've got to do daily brick limit. But there's been just so much that has happened over the last year. And I'm really excited about it. I hope that someday I'll be able to maybe become an RLFM. I know that it can be hard to get into, but I've been getting encouragement from Tiago Catarino and from other people who said, yeah, go ahead and fill your paperwork out and see what happens. So anyway, thank you again. I will still be here. Like I said, I plan to be here Saturday, and I will be working on mocks and probably going through the list of the mocks that I need to do. And if you want to, and thank you, Cornado and others, for encouraging me to file my mini city, because I haven't done that before. And so I'm going to have to look at my mini city and see how many modules that I would need to take with me. There's a lot that I need to do in a couple of weeks' time. You should do a mock improv live at BrickCon. Ooh, I'm not sure if we could do that, because the problem is that facility is kind of in the basement of a building, and I'm not sure how the Wi-Fi is in there. Plus, there's going to be some noise in the background, but maybe I can offer it up. We'll see what happens. So anyway, thanks everybody. Really appreciate it, and I'll be back Saturday and working on mocks and seeing what I have to do, because I just found some canvas cloth that was for an apron that I'm going to use for the steampunk airship. So I need to order some more of those gold tubes. So I'm working on that, and I'm putting together my list. So I will have lots to do over the next couple weeks. So anyway, thank you again. And as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, may the clutch be with you. Thanks everybody. Good night.